Hi, my name is Katie Skilton and welcome to my YouTube channel. It's lovely to have you here. Today I'm going to be sharing a card with you made using the Gorgeous Girls collection from My Creative Life, and this is using the Gift of Giving die set. So this is using the lovely balloons with the hand, and I've done it in kind of like a turquoise and yellow colour. So let's get started. So to start this, I've got a DL size card blank, and I'm just going to layer some yellow onto that. So we'll do the matte and layering first, and then I can leave that to be drying while we do all the die cuts. So I always use, or I try and always use, textured cardstock. I just like the effect it gives when you've got detailed dies. So you've got that nice yellow on there, and then I'll add this turquoisey colour. I'll pop these down. And that can be popped to the side. So what I've done, I've pre-die cut. This is one of the Creative Craft products. I'll show you the dies. This is the DL Torn Edge die set. So this is these, and I've die cut the largest one there. So what I'm going to do, I actually want to cut that one in half. And we will just pop this one down here. And I want to roughly cut it in half. It isn't going to be exact. So I'm going to take the larger section of that, and this is just going to add some interest to it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use 3D foam pads to pop that one down. Again, just to add some dimension to it. So I'm just going to pop some, I've got the quite large ones here. So this will now look like it's kind of coming from the edge. So we'll make sure that goes clean up against the edge, like so. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring in my die cuts now. We'll just move these out of the way. So these are all cut from the Gift of Giving die set. This is this one here. So it's all these hands with kind of holding fun things. So you've got your balloons and your flowers and your cakes there. Now, let me show you. I've pre-die cut the hand, but what I want to do, I want to add some detail to it because you can actually get the colour in the nails. So I'm going to pop that die cut back in to the die. I'm just going to place that down. So I've got my Distress Oxide here, so you can use any inks really for this because it's only the tiniest bit. I'm just going to ink through those holes on the die. So let's just get that die out. I might need my pokey tool. Some tweezers here, that should do it. Pop that out there. So you can see now we've got the detail of the nails there, and I'll bring back in my card blank. So what we want this to be holding on to the balloons in a second. What I am going to do, I'm just going to grab my patterned paper. So I've got my patterned paper here. I'm just going to pop that one along. Now, because I've stuck that on with 3D foam pads, I need to stick one side of this with 3D foam pads just so that it's even when it's stuck on, because otherwise it's going to dip on one side. So on one side I'm going to use 3D foam pads, and then the other side I'm going to use wet glue. No, that's not going to dip anywhere. So I'm going to want to position my hand here. So I've die cut the strings of the balloons, and you can see here I want her hand to be holding them. So I'm just going to pop them in position and pop a little bit of wet glue on the back of her hand, holding on to all of those strings. And then if I pop that down, I now know where the balloons are going to sit. I'm just going to pop that one up. So some of these balloons I'm going to kind of stick flat, and others I am going to pop on with, again, 3D foam pads. So I'm just kind of going to have a look at where I want these to sit. So I can see I want that one flat. So we'll pop this one on with wet glue. And you want them at different heights as well, just to add interest to it. So I'm just going to hold that there. And then I'm going to take kind of a variety of colours and sizes. So there's 3 different size and shaped balloons in this pack. So I'm just going to kind of mix and match them a bit. So I have that one there. And then I'm going to use one of the heart ones. So again, let's use some foam pads. I'm just going to grab a smaller foam pad for this one. And we will pop that one onto the balloon. that one can come down slightly lower. And then there's another one. So we'll pop this one on flat. So really the ones that are in the front, you probably want to be more 3D than the other ones. So we'll take this one. This one can sit in the front. And then that one can sit in the front of that. Position these. And that one, I think that one can be lower down again. So again, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to use 3D foam pad on one side, but I'm just going to use wet glue on the other side. And that's kind of going to allow me to, you know, have that one much lower down. So you can see you've got this lovely kind of range of balloons now. So really what we need to do is add a sentiment to that. So I've got a little piece of yellow cardstock here, and I'm going to take my stamps. So I'm going to use the beautiful sentiments, and I think I'm going to use the Have a Beautiful Day one. So we'll take that one out the pack. So these are all quite fun sentiments. They go with the Gorgeous Girls collection. And I wanted things that are a little bit different. So you've got your dream with ambition there. Obviously your let's celebrate. Today is a great day to be awesome. They're just something a little bit different than your regular happy birthday. So I'm going to take my stamping platform. We'll stamp that on to the yellow cardstock. So this stamping platform, and I've used quite a few of them, it's lovely sprung. When you push it down, it's got those springs, and it makes such a difference. It's quite a new one to me, this, and I've only just started using it. But you can see here, you've got those spring elements. Really kind of such a difference that makes. Sometimes it's the little things, isn't it? So I'm just going to trim this sentiment. So I'm not going to have it completely straight. I've got a little bit on the wonk. You've got that. So couple more foam pads. I'll just trim that one down. We'll just add on the sentiment. We'll pop it about there. So there we have our Have a Beautiful Day card. So you've got these fun balloons with the hand holding it. And again, all in those lovely turquoise and yellows. I've really started to like these colours. And it goes beautifully with the pattern papers that are included in the Gorgeous Girls collection. So thank you so much for watching today. As always, I really appreciated it. If you like what you see, please press the like button. And if you'd like to see more content soon, please remember to push the subscribe button. And I shall see you again very soon. Bye.